If you've been feeling off, disconnected, feeling like you've been living life on default mode, then this video might be the moment everything clicks for you. Because sometimes the biggest shifts don't come from actually fixing your life, they come from remembering who you are. I'm talking about the moment where you catch yourself and you think, hold up, this is not me, this isn't it, and this is not how I move. And once that awareness hits, things start to shift fast, quantum fast. So today I'm breaking down what she remembered, who she was, and how it shows up in real life, and how you can create that shift today without waiting for perfect timing, a sign from the sky, or, someone else to validate you. Let's get clear on what this actually means, because we've turned this phrase into a cute little quote on Pinterest. Remembering who you are is not about confidence or motivation. It's about identity. Your identity, it's the motherboard. Everything you think, choose, attract, or allow is based on who you believe you are in this moment. If your identity is based on fear, then you make fear-based decisions. If your identity is running from power, then you make powerful decisions. You see where I'm going with this? Most people are living from this outdated version of their identity, and it hasn't been upgraded for years. They're moving like the old version of themselves, and they're acting out, from these old wounds, these old traumas, and they're making decisions based on survival instead of true alignment. So when you remember who you are, it isn't like a pep talk. I'm not here to hype you up. It's a true reset of your entire operating system. It's you reconnecting with the version of you that is clear and grounded and fully available for the life you want. So let me break down the steps for you, okay? So step 1, notice the version of you've been acting like. So before you shift, you've got to get really truly honest with yourself. Ask yourself, have I been showing up as the empowered version of me, or the tired, hesitant, overwhelmed version? You can't change what you don't name. And listen, this isn't about blaming yourself either. It's about recognizing the pattern. When you move like the version of you that doubts everything, then your life is going to reflect that. When you move like the version of you that trusts yourself, then your life reflects that. Step 2, identify the version you keep forgetting. Okay, so this is the real you. This is the you that shows up. This is the person, this is the version of you when you are at your very, very best. And it's the you that has the clarity, the you with standards, the you that doesn't second guess every single decision. Ask yourself, if I wasn't operating from fear, then who would I be right now? Let that version answer. She's already in you. And you know what? She's not some fantasy version of you, some version of you that is way out here that you hope to be someday. She's already in you. She's already there right now. She's just underneath all of that noise. And step 3, make one decision from that version today. Not 5, not a complete life overhaul, just one. One decision made from clarity and not fear can shift the entire direction of your life. So what does that look like? It looks like maybe it's a boundary. Maybe it's a decision that you've been avoiding. Maybe it's saying yes to something that you know is aligned. Maybe it's no when you've been saying yes out of guilt. You don't need a full plan to change your life. You don't. You just need one aligned decision. So let me give you a moment, from my own life where I was not operating as my full self. I'll be honest, I was a little watered down version of myself. And I was doing all of the responsible things, the safe things, the expected things. Meanwhile, everything, and I mean everything inside of me, was like quietly speaking to me and telling me, come on, this isn't you. This really isn't you. But I ignored it, and I felt like, I was tired, I was overwhelmed, I was busy, I was also unsure. And honestly, I was kind of scared. I was scared to make a move that would pull me out of my familiar. And that shift, it didn't happen at a retreat or during a breakout session or journaling for hours, although I did a lot of journaling. It happened during a regular day where I finally said, you know what? I know who I am, and this ain't it. It changed everything. And that was it. Just that one honest moment. And from there, I made one honest decision that aligned with the real me. And the ripple that it created touched everything in my life. It touched my work. It touched my art. It touched my relationships. It touched my health. It touched my confidence. And this is what I want you to understand. You don't need a dramatic transformation to change your life. You need an honest moment, a true honest moment, and a decision that matches it. Here's your moment, okay? So I want you to grab your phone or journal, and I want you to answer these 3 questions. Where in my life have I been acting like a smaller version of myself? Ask yourself. I want you to be honest. Who is the real me underneath all of that? What are her standards? What does she believe about herself? How does she move? And what's one decision that she would make today? Not someday, not eventually, but today. That one decision is your access point back to yourself. And if you do that exercise honestly, then you will feel that shift back to yourself instantly. Because clarity is so powerful, and identity is even more powerful. Here's what I want you to take with you. You are not trying to be the empowered version of you, because you already are her. You just haven't been acting from that version, from that identity consistently, and that can change today. So if you want more guidance on reconnecting with yourself and your energy in a grounded and safe and doable way, then I want you to grab my 7-day reset guide. The link is below, and I'll walk you through the steps that I use anytime I feel disconnected from my power. And if this video spoke to you, then I want you to subscribe, because we're doing a lot more work like that here. Identity, confidence, clarity, and stepping into the identity, the person, the version of you that you truly want and desire. All right, friend, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.